Stalinari with AV Boxing News, sponsored by RX Water. We're here with the one and only Paulie Malinaggi in Brooklyn, New York. How's everything, Paulie, right now?
All right, what's going on?
Good, good, good. I'm waiting for Monday, press conference. Paulie Malinaggi, Arthur LeBeau. It should be intense. Is it going to be better than the original brawl or we'll push and shove?
We'll see what Monday brings, but I can't tell you until I'm there, right?
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know, talking about this fight coming up with Arthur LeBeau, what was your first reaction about his victory? You know, it was a brutal fight. You know, bloody.
Sucks.
I mean,
he sucks.
Yeah.
He fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, that was my reaction. He sucks.
He sucks.
He's terrible.
Yeah.
He's gonna get assaulted next month. I'm gonna beat the fucking shit. I'm gonna beat up like he stole something next month. Watch.
You know, I recently checked one of your interviews on Twitter. They asked you about the wildest comments about, you know, having a body in his resume. You know, one thing I did heard from you was that you know, it's fight week and he's in that fight mode stage. I just want you to elaborate a little bit on that, on those statements. You know, is that right for him to say, and especially with the bad blood with him in Brazil?
I don't know. I don't think there's a right or wrong. I don't think you say it's right or wrong to say, but I think when we're in fight week, we're not getting ready to play ping pong, you know. So you know, certain guys are going to be in a certain mental state of mind, a certain mode, you know. I think if you ask a guy maybe the week after the fight, he'll probably be a little bit more mellow, you know.
Yeah.
There's certain things we say on fight week, or we feel in our minds on fight week that we probably don't feel at any other point, you know. Fight week is a weird place to be from a mental state of mind. It's hard to explain to people, and people that don't do combat for a living will never understand that. So it's kind of difficult to just try to put it into context. So I think when certain things are said, you have to also keep that in mind. And I'm not saying they're right or wrong, but you have to keep that in mind.
Yesterday too, the media was asking Wilder why allegedly he turned down the offer, and one of the things he said is that you know, just the fight alone with Joshua is worth $100 million. So do you think that's an accurate point from him? For fighting Joshua, he'll make $100 million?
You know, I'm not in the inner workings of that, but you know, from the possibilities, you know, the way people are talking, yeah, I mean, it's certainly possible that the fight could generate that much. So who knows? We'll see.
You know, 2 weeks ago, Canelo Jacobs, unfortunately Jacobs didn't get the victory over Canelo. What was your impression of that fight, and how impressed were you with Canelo?
I was impressed with both guys. They both fought a good fight. Whoever would have got that decision, I wouldn't have had a problem with it. You know, it was that kind of fight. I thought Canelo was very impressive in spots, and I thought Jacobs came back and was very impressive as well. It wasn't a barn burner type of fight, but it was a very tactically brilliant fight fought by both guys. Maybe it could have been turned up a notch in some spots, but they were both tactically so good that, you know, it became more of a tactical fight.
Yeah, there's a lot of rumors speculating a potential welterweight clash. Mikey Garcia, Danny Garcia. All we know is that happens, Garcia's gonna win by decision, by knockout. There's a B side, an A side. No matter, just Garcia's gonna take over the headlines. Do you see that actually happening? And who do you got? And do you think Mikey is, you know, maybe taking a dangerous fight?
It's a good fight. I don't know. You know, it's a good fight. You know, credit to both guys for, you know, continuing to take the risks and going for the big fights. It's a hard fight to call. It really is a toss-up fight. And we'll see if they make it.
Knowing that you've been in the ring with Danny, what advice do you give to Mike in terms of the power, the speed, and the skills?
It's real.
It's real?
I mean,
Okay.
Danny's a real deal, you know. So, you know, I'm sure Mikey will be very prepared for that fight, and I'm sure Danny, as always, will be very prepared for that fight as well. You know, I think it's a fun fight to make if they can make the fight.
Even if, let's say, you know, I'll put a scenario, if Mikey takes the defeat against Danny, is there a justification for his loss to say, you know what, a super lightweight, you know, a guy at 135 moving up 147, like, it's okay for him to lose to a fighter like Danny Garcia, like, even though he took a defeat also by Errol Spence? Is there a justification?
I don't know that there's justification, but, you know, you give him credit for taking the tough fights, but at the end of the day, you know, you do have to get paid to win fights. So, you know, if you choose to keep fighting outside of your natural weight, you know, then you have to take the kind of the consequences that come with it if you do come up short. Yeah. We'll see. You know, Mikey's good enough to also win these fights, so we'll see.
Lastly, before I let you go, Bob Arum made you know, always making statements. He mentioned about how he wants to do a boycott to demand the fans to have Fury fight Joshua. Is that something that's, like, for example, a good promotion on his behalf, or is that something bad on his behalf, knowing that he can't land those fights through his work to able to negotiate with the network?
I think, you know, Bob is just he's been a successful for so long. And you know, the business always evolves a little bit, and now with these different TV networks, it's tough to always make these fights. I think sometimes he just gets frustrated. And then, you know, when you're older and you're out of patience in life, I think sometimes you just say things like that. But I think I wouldn't say boycotting either right now.
All right, Paulie, we're gonna let you go. I can't wait to see you Monday at the press conference, man. Hope his action works, man. I hope nobody gets hurt. I want to see that fight personally, but other than that, Paulie, good luck.
We have to make it to June. We have to make sure that makes it to June. So we'll take care of him. We'll treat him nice on Monday.
All right, guys. Culinary AB Boxing News with Paulie Malinaggi, guys. Stay tuned, man. He got a big fight coming up, bare knuckle challenge.